Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful woman with her fiancé in a Victorian house. She was very happy with their life and where she lived. But then, one day, he left. As her life seemed to crumble around her, she made her way to the attic, and in her sadness, she decided to end things. Over the years, the house was sold several different times, but each time the owners said the same thing. The spirit of this woman remained. Eventually, the city grew and the suburbs moved into the area. The old house was torn down for a new subdivision, and a new house was placed on top of the same spot. Just because the house was new, though, didn't mean that her spirit was gone. This is where my wife and I came in. We found our dream home and we moved in. But nobody told us of its history. Everything seemed very normal at first, and then she appeared. As time went on, we got used to our visitor. She seemed to take a liking to me, but for the most part, things seemed to go okay. That's not to say, however, there weren't some misunderstandings.
Cassandra?
Every day brought a new surprise. But, well, Linda seemed to have the roughest time adjusting to them.
I hate when you do that!
Linda, you're almost out of granola. That sugary cereal will never provide the necessary fiber. That'll really help with your bloating issue.
At least I don't float around the house like some gaseous material. Speaking of which, something smells. Is that you again?
Good morning, mortal and immortals. How are things?
You know, the usual.
Sorry I asked.
Mark, I have something to tell you.
Let me guess. You made a new friend with an orb.
I've tried to keep this from you as long as possible, but I can't bear it anymore.
Oh, brother. Hey, where'd that come from?
Did you know your marriage was a sham?
Who told you that you can go through my diary?
Oh, take it easy on her. Remember, she's been living here, well, residing here longer than us.
Linda's in love with someone named Brad Pitt.
He's in the movies, Cassandra. He's just an actor. He's a movie star. He's not even for real.
She says she wants to.
Okay, I think he gets the picture.
Well, I don't think I have to worry about Mr. Pitt coming into my house anytime soon and taking my wife away.
Oh, really? So sure of yourself?
Well, I guess if Mrs. Pitt were part of the deal, I'm in.
You're not fooling me.
Aren't you ever due to cross over? It's only been 100 years.
You're only trying to get rid of me because Mark likes me better than you.
I'm done. See what you can do with her.
I told you she was jealous of us. We'll talk later.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Just a bill.
What's a foreclosure notice?
Give that to me. Give it here. just a bill?
Haven't I told you not to go through our stuff, Cassandra? You need a hobby. Why don't you go back to the Amityville house or hang out with your friends? I'm sure they miss you. So, you always say that I'm too soft on her. How'd you like the way I handled that?
Were you going to tell me about this foreclosure notice?
I didn't want to worry you. I'm under so much stress lately.
Worry me? It's like the time that you and Cassandra were in the shower together.
She was handing me a towel.
Same difference.
Does it help if I say that I'm sorry?
You shouldn't keep these type of things from me.
You're right. I was going to tell you when the moment was right.
When? When the eviction notice is on the door? Mark, you know that we're equal partners in this household. You know this. You need to trust me in these matters.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we could try to sell it. A short sale or something?
You're forgetting about one thing.
Oh, yeah. That too.
Mark! 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 Mark, you're at the age where you need to start thinking about a colonoscopy.
Oh, for the love of God.
Men in your statistical age range have a 2.3% chance of developing colon cancer in the next 10 years.
Why don't you go find yourself a boyfriend like Count Dracula or the Wolfman?
Your friend Tom Kirkland's gonna need a colonoscopy. It's negative, but it's good to have that peace of mind.
Can't you see we're trying to sleep?
We never get a chance to talk anymore, and Linda ignores me all day. I get so lonely.
Well, you should have thought about that before you hung yourself in the attic.
Uh-oh. Here it comes. When will you ever learn?
Well, she needs to learn to stop meddling in everything.
Well, that's not how your girlfriend sees it. She's your biggest fan.
And how does she know what's up Tom Kirkland's butt?
Do you really want to know the answer to that?
Hello? Yes, this is Linda. Well, my voice is a little scratchy from singing the aria to Madame Butterfly. Yes, I know, it's a soprano aria. What makes you think I'm not a soprano?
Cassandra, get away from there. You know you're not supposed to answer the phone.
You let me answer the door when the Jehovah's Witnesses stop by.
Hello? Yes, Father Fitzgerald. Yes. She's the one that I've been telling you about. Really? You don't do that sort of thing anymore? Yes, I've seen The Exorcist. I know. The priest dies in the end. Thank you just the same, Father. Goodbye. You were one drop of holy water away from being exorcised there, Missy.
If you ask me, that seems just a little cliche, don't you think?
Why couldn't you be Bigfoot or something? At least he just scares people and runs away.
He sounds nice. Can we have him over?
We got one more area to show you here. This is the attic. We usually use it for storage, but I guess you can make an extra room out of it.
This is such a big house for only 2 people.
And the price.
Well, the house is so low because we have to sell fast.
I mean, it's like a pretty great house to me. I mean, it passed all the inspections, and it's not really too much of a fixer-upper.
Well, it's not necessarily a home improvement project, but
It's more like the Blair Witch Project.
we may as well come out with it. The house is haunted.
What?
So
We have a ghost.
haunted.
Yeah.
Haunted. Like a move. Like a ghost.
Right. Yeah.
Couldn't you just call him Long Island Medium or Ghost Hunters, Ghost Busters?
I know it's hard to believe, but
It's a young woman. She hung herself here about 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
yeah.
Her name's Cassandra.
She's not a scary ghost. At her worst, she's passive aggressive.
Okay. We get it. You don't want to sell us the house because we're black.
What?
Yeah, because we're black. Because we're black, you don't want to sell us the house.
No.
I don't know what's more offensive.
No.
That you won't sell to black people, or that you think we believe in ghosts.
Wait, no. Wait, it's all just some simple misunderstanding.
Oh, no, we understand. Trust me, we
Cassandra,
understand.
We really want you to buy
Yeah,
the
we bought
house.
the
Yeah,
houses.
at first when we bought the house, the seller didn't mention her. We didn't know.
Cassandra, now would be a good time to show yourself.
Hey, don't worry about it, guys.
Normally she's really active, especially during the day.
I'm sure she is. Okay,
Cassandra,
listen.
where are
You
you?
people are insane. We're out of here. Thank you.
No, wait. Here.
Cassandra.
Oh, there you are. Where were you when we called for you?
You know how shy I am around new people.
Now they're just gonna think we're crazy. I'll never sell the house.
You're selling the house?
I'm sorry, Cassandra. Just can't afford it anymore.
I know we haven't been getting along as of late. I just didn't want to worry you. The bank's going to take over if we don't sell the house.
Come on, Cassandra. Do you have to be so dramatic?
You know, you really need to cross over. Although, I don't recommend that you read somebody's diary once you get over there.
That's no way to sell a house.
Mr. and Mrs. Robinson? What brings you here?
Perhaps we were a bit too hasty. We really do love the house.
You do?
Hey, who cares? You see ghosts. Half my wife's family's insane anyways.
Oh, John.
Yeah, pretty great.
Okay.
Hey, let's get these papers signed, unless you got a ghostwriter.
Yeah, that was corny.
No.
And he calls my family crazy.
Whatever.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Come on. I know what you're thinking. You're gonna miss her too.
True. She is like this little sister that I never wanted. I suppose that life won't be the same without her.
Well, before you decide to go hanging yourself, you should probably get going.
I'll follow you.
Let me just cover the mirror.
See you on the other side. But not too soon. Okay?
They're in for a big surprise. Shh.